Peter, talk to me about your fight week. How you finding your preparations?
Fine, no different. Fight week's an easy week for me. I don't cut weight. I was 168 this morning, so I'm 3 pounds under the weight. So it's just like any other week to me. It's nothing. It's no different.
Fighting in the 3 Arena, of course, it's a huge honour for any Irish fighter, and a non-UFC show. I mean, it's something that we could never have expected maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah, 100%. It's all down to BAMMA. They're a great show. They're the number one show in Europe now by far. They've dusted Cage Warriors as far as I'm concerned. If I am fighting in Europe, they're the show I want to be on, and that's it. It is a dream come true fighting in the 3 Arena for me. Anyone who's familiar with my career knows that I'm in Africa, I'm in Poland, I'm in Italy, I'm in all these places I don't want to go if I'm being perfectly honest. So I just drive over from City West and it takes me 20 minutes to get to the 3 Arena and I have a knock and that's it. So it's perfect for me. I love it.
Your UFC debut was of course stalled by other issues. I mean, do you feel like a win here guarantees your spot on the card in Belfast?
Guarantee is a strong word, and nothing is ever guaranteed, and the UFC don't owe me anything, but yes, I do believe I will be on UFC Belfast. I believe I will win this weekend in spectacular fashion, and I believe I will be signed by the UFC and you'll see me on Belfast.
You look at Tim Means, he did sort of win his fight in emphatic fashion. Do you feel like it would have been a very different fight if you'd been in that octagon?
Hugely different. He went down and butchered your man wasn't ready for him. Tim is an animal. I was actually that fight, when I was looking at that card, I knew someone would pull out. There were 7 welterweight fights on that, and I knew one of them would come undone. In the end, 2 came undone, and that was the one I was offered. But out of all of them, he was the one I actually was like relishing. I was hoping it would be him because he's right up there. He's like top 10, top 15 kind of level. He's an animal. No one wants to fight him. There was a reason they offered me it. When that fight was first came undone, and Audie got on to Joe Silva, he said no. We're looking at a couple of options within the roster that we want him to face. And I was like, that's my fight straight away. I said it to Conor. He said the same thing. He goes, you're going to get that because no one will fight him. And sure enough, 3 days later they came back and Peter, will you fight him? And I said yes, of course I'll fight him. So that was a fight I wanted. It would have been hugely different. I think it would have been a scrap, it would have been a hard fight, but I think it would have beaten him, and that would have launched my career straight away on a big show, the biggest show of all time. So, but it is what it is. It's water under the bridge.
Training with the likes of Conor, I mean, that sort of gives you an extra edge, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And just to follow on from the question I was asked in the press conference, people think like, just Conor's fame has only really come on board like big time in the last couple of years, and I think like that the likes of me and Artem have just kind of arrived at that time. But I can tell you stories from 6, 7, 8 years ago when I used to travel up from Waterford City to spar Conor on a Saturday in a cold, locked gym at midnight at night time. This is going on for years with us. So it does. It has me prepared. Like I said in the press conference, there's nothing new I face when I go into fights. That's why I'm so relaxed in fights. And
actually, speaking of that, right, you mentioned you're there cold nights driving up from Waterford. You've had numerous fights. Of course you had a UFC debut planned, but you haven't yet had the chance to fight in the UFC. Does it irk you then when you watch on Saturday night on the main card CM Punk, no fights, no real history, until maybe 2 years ago had never really trained? Does it annoy you that he's getting a main card opportunity on a UFC pay-per-view?
No, it doesn't annoy me, to be honest. He's bringing something to the table that I can't bring to the table, and that's 3 million wrestling fans that he has behind him. So if you bring something to the table, then you're entitled to eat. That's my opinion on it. So I don't have any ill will towards him, and I wish him luck, and fair play to him. It's a tough thing to do, and it's not an easy thing to do, and I wish him luck. I don't think he's going to get it done, to be honest. I think it's going to be a bad night for him. But
it's a tough fight, Mickey.
Yeah, it is. But it's a guy who can fight against a guy who can't fight, in my opinion. But all the best wishes to him, and I hope he comes out of it safe.
Peter, thank you very much.